I also wanted to start with a personal level story. I'm deeply affected by the current crisis in Ukraine because during the 2015 refugee crisis, as a representative of another NGO, I spent 1.5 weeks on the southern border, during which we organized support, healthcare, and shelter for the incoming refugees with the help of dozens of other organizations and volunteers. At that time, the state didn't help the refugees. So immediately, and based on this background, it was no question that that we will provide support for the Ukrainian refugees from the first day. On the second day, we started to our visits to the border area, and we visited the border several times. We spent days helping the newcomers with the first round of help they needed. And we have had and still have to deal with very diverse social groups and very different needs. We are talking about Roma family with many children living near the border and living out of basic agriculture work, to the young IT couple who arrived to the border, had a lift to Budapest, and then they went to Bali to stay over until the crisis ceased. So various needs, and it's really hard to provide tailor-suited support to the refugees. But I think all the refugees have some things in common. They are fleeing a disaster. They are often in shock. They don't know what to do, and they are seeking security. And that was our aim, to find the best way how we can support them for finding this security. So as soon as the first major financial and in-kind donations we were received, and we are talking about money or household appliances, washing machines, refrigerators, beds, and other housing equipment, we started to provide this through our partner organizations, through charities, to churches which are working in and around the border, in both sides, in Ukraine and in Hungary. And also we started a close cooperation with the Budapest municipality and its institutions. So these organizations started to make available bigger shelters and also individual apartments. They tidied up, they renovated those places, but sometimes they lack some basic infrastructure. So we were able to extend the quality of these shelters with the in-kind donations. So I think we can move to the second slide. So already in the first week, we started to explore the possibility how to provide medium-term shelter, which means from 2 weeks to 6 months, with our own resources and or through our partnerships. So on the second week of the crisis, on the 4th of March, with 2 of our partner organizations from Street to Home Association and the Cities for All group, we launched the Solidarity Housing Program. Already in the first week, we were able to accommodate 5 families, and the program expects and manages estate offers in and around Budapest. So we are our scoping area is in and around Budapest. So since then the program started. 50 property offered by the homeowners has been added to our database, and we had some preliminary screening of the apartments. So we refused some of them where the safety and security was not guaranteed, and we have been able to accommodate 30 families so far. And in addition to coordinating the program, we also employ 2 social workers. They can help to solve any kind of problems that may arise. They are helping the refugees, but also the homeowners. Refugees receiving a service for finding a job, how to put kids into kindergarten, or how to get schooling, or handling the necessary official matters. So we are trying to provide a full service to all actors in the program. And if we are in this page, so in addition to the beneficiaries, I also want to recognize the people who are offering sometimes their homes, or sometimes their extra apartments. So I'd like to introduce you to Arpad, who already supported NGOs for a long time. He's an active citizen, and even volunteered for some organizations. But Arpad, as me too, is a busy father with 2 children. But he wanted to help very much, but he didn't have really time to go to the arrival places and directly help refugees. But he and his family had a newly purchased vacant apartment. And he wanted to offer this apartment to this program, but there were some minor family disputes, because they bought this apartment to have some extra income. But after this small disputes, he was convinced his family, and they jointly offered the house to the refugees. As you see, there is a washing machine because the equipment, because the apartment was not complete. So we provided some equipment to them, and a bed, a washing machine, and the refrigerator. So they were able to receive guests. And currently, they are providing this apartment until June. On the other hand, they can stay in the program as long as we can assure them that they can receive some income, and we can cover the utility prices. So this leads us to the next slide, which shows what are the next steps in our program. So we are receiving fewer and fewer solidarity housing offers. We still want to run this program and continuing the solidarity program, but a new subsidized housing program will be officially launched in the coming weeks. And here we are subsidizing the rent, the utility prices, and also, if needed, the necessary deposit. And currently, with our current capacity, we will be able to manage 75 homes and providing social care for 75 refugee families until March 2023. But we are also facing several challenges, and the biggest challenge for us and also for the families, how to prepare for the uncertainty. The biggest challenge was ahead of us, and still in this crisis we don't know what comes next day, and we are trying to prepare our staff and also our financial resources to be flexible to make us able to answer all the different challenges. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.